just let it burn. If the talking about money, homie, I ain't concerned. I'ma tell you what banks for me, cause go ahead.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Brandon Ayuk. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the 49ers and the Packers, just ahead on EA Sports.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome to another entertaining matchup, folks. Kate Scott, Brock Huard on the call in this one. And Brock, got a couple of running backs down on the field who can really take over their offenses when they get in the groove.
And I think that's going to be the ultimate goal of both of these offenses, right? I mean, there's just no confusion about it. They want to get their bell cow in that groove and get them going. Find that rhythm where they're ripping off chunk yardage run after run and then just keep on feeding that beast. In a game like this, whichever offense could get that rhythm and run game going first is likely going to be your winner.
Punter Mitch Wishnowsky ready to do the honors. And away we go from Wisconsin. Returning it from the 4. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the Utah State product and former first-rounder back in 2020, Jordan Love.
And you wonder, as he's about to take his first snap today, yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great, no interceptions. But just the one touchdown. Be curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
Here we go, blue, check, white, Smith, right.
Play fake, it's Love. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Pulled in by Tommy Trumbull. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials.
False start, offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. They'll run here following the penalty. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Brought down by Fred Warner.
Ready.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Opposite, green, black swap, yellow, line, blue, check.
Going run again with Jacobs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
Let's go now.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Ready?
Love out of the shotgun. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. The Packers send out their punting unit. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Yet another example why the ball finds its way in this guy's hands time after time. He's a playmaker, and he knows how to get the yards they need. Maybe not a ton there, but enough to move the sticks.
And he won't salvage that. It's a
just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so they're left facing 3rd and long. And the shotgun, Howell. He's going to push one deep down the right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It's a punt coming from the Niners on 4th down, and Mitch Wisnowski out to boot it away. The 49ers looking at their first shot here inside the red zone. They've got 1st and 10 from the 20. A give left side to McCaffrey. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stopped. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Howell from the gun. That throw behind his intended target.
Yeah, I know nobody's perfect. All you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Howell throwing on 3rd down. Hauled in left side. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
PAT up and good for Moody. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Wisnowski now to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. Connection made to Tremble. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Running on 1st here with Jacobs. He still has room inside the 30. And they'll finally bring him down at the 22. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
Smith red, check pink, switch yellow.
Takes the handoff, now Love. Complete to Tremble. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. The rookie from Miami, they're on the stop. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Opposite, green, black swap, yellow, lining.
From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Ready, right.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
It's now 3rd down and 3.
Hut.
Shotgun now for Love. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
Sets up 4th down.
Groupie sends it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You look at that third down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Howell out of the shotgun. Big gain downfield. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A pickup there of 39. And that's a 49er 1st down. So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35. Here's Howell, 1st and 10. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They'll try it right with McCaffrey. Has some space inside the 15. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, you know, the best of them take advantage of it.
Garindo will take it in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers get 6 more on their early advantage. Isaac Garindo with the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Moody knocks that extra point through. And the 49ers drive their lead to 11. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. He's stopped on the return at the 27. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainers headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Set, hut. Set, go.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. He's got room to roam here. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers lower the deficit to a single possession. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
You're good on the point after. And the Packers cut the lead down to 4. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 14-10 our score. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And he's played a major impact in their passing game, too. Look at this. We're near the end of the season, and he's leading all NFL backs in receiving yards. Motioning left is their running back. Working from the pistol. Howell. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again following the sack. Throw left side, complete. Decent gain here, but short of the first. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Back to throw. Here's Howell. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Mitch Wisnowski headed back down as they'll punt it away once more. His first effort went 47 yards. Brock looks to have a little more into this one. It's fielded at the 14. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And the Packers will take over possession.
Down. Hut, hut.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. And not a great choice on 1st down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so 2nd down coming up.
Here we go. Hut.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Taken in by Dobbs. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out. Niners countering with a 5th defensive back on this 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Love from the gun. That's caught for the first. Reaches the 40. At the 20. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers take a 2nd quarter lead. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level, because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
York tacks on that extra point. And the Packers push their lead to 3. On now is York to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the 49ers on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. Javon Bullard bringing that play to an end. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Howell. Brought in right side. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
To the air on 1st down, Howell. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He drops it. Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he's able to reach that midfield stripe after some solid running. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2. They stick with McCaffrey. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. He gets 6 on that play, and it brings up a San Francisco 1st down.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down could be so demoralizing to that defense.
And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 42. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Here he is on 3rd and long. We've got a screen to the running back. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
It's plays like that, Kate, right or wrong. When I sit and judge a defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got them equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
And it falls incomplete. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up.
Here we go.
Love. Able to get it to Reed. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game. But boy, Brock, what a shot.
Check, hut. Blue, check. Check, white. Hut. Commit.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
Check, pink. Switch, yellow.
Throwing now from the gun. This finds Dobbs. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers. Point advantage. It's a Romeo Dobbs touchdown. You're good on the point after. And the Packers make it a 10-point ball game. On now is York to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The 49ers and this running back headed back out for a new series. 1st down, Howell. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Now Howell to throw. Setting up the running back screen. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. And the shotgun, Howell. And that's incomplete. A little lucky there, too. Nearly picked off on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. The throw again, it's Howell. And this one too far in front of him, it's incomplete.
Well, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And the punt team gets to this one at the 17-yard line. The Packers are headed back to the field, so we'll get a look at Romeo Dobbs.
Let's go now.
1st down throw. Here's Love. That's into the hands of Dobbs. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. All right, set now. 1st and 10.
Reed, black clock. Let's go.
Love out of the shotgun. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Packers take their first time out. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Come on, set. Set.
Here's Love. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Throw right side, and Dobbs has it. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10.
Ready. Set.
Love to throw again. Rolling left, buying some time.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB. And it gave him just enough room to run.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Set, hut. Hut.
Shotgun now for Love. Getting out to his left. And they bring him down around the 34. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. That's halftime here in Green Bay. The Cheeseheads with plenty to cheer about as their Packers had the lead. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And it's the Lions who hold on to the lead in that one. Amon-Ra St. Brown up over 100 yards receiving with 2 touchdown grabs. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. Jalen Waddle, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Finally, let's get out to Southern Nevada and see what's happening with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting L.A. Rams. 31-10 was the final score. It was an excellent first half from quarterback Jordan Love. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins. These 2 teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Huard.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Return coming from the 6. He's got a lane up past the 30. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. The 49ers returning their offense and this running back to the field. And he's been putting together what should finish as a true standout campaign. Right now, top 5 across the league in rushing. Look at this. The wideout gets it to start this drive. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Javon Bullard bringing that play to an end. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Working from the pistol, Powell. That's incomplete left side.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Powell from the gun. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And this is some quality film review right here. Look at this. Couple of touchdowns. Good amount of yards, too. He's been moving them down the field like only he can. Putting together quite the game for himself in the process. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Down. Yellow. Line it. Set.
A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Ready.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Complete to Tremble. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Brought down by Fred Warner. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Check White. Smith red.
Here's Love to throw. That'll be complete to Jacobs. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. First and 10 from the 41.
Ready.
An early jump and the flags come in. I think this is going to go against the defense.
Zone infraction, defense.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Ready up.
So they'll only need 5 now after that neutral zone infraction penalty.
Here we go. Ready. Go.
Tight end going in motion here.
Set.
Love from the gun. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Tremble with the grab. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Here we go.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got first and 10 from the red zone.
Go. Ready.
Jacobs gets it on the draw. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's second and 10.
Ready.
To the air with Love. This throw is caught. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
White. Ready.
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Double 38.
They'll try again from the 4. It's second and goal.
Let's go. Set.
Love now. And he will score. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers push their lead further to start the half. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. York tacks on that extra point. And the Packers take a 3-possession lead. Now is York to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The visitors back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And the drive will start out with a first and 10. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. That finds Ayuk complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Here's Howell, first and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. First and 10 from the 41. Howell out of the shotgun. Finds him over the middle. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 38. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Trying to work quickly now. Now Howell off to play action. And he can't hang on to it in the end zone. Not an interception, only an incompletion. So they get it back. Second down coming up. They'll throw it again. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Entering Cooper takes it away. And the Packers are going to have it after his second interception of the season. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Go now.
The Packers take over first
Jacobs running behind center. This is ahead for about 5. Tackle made by Jair Brown.
Okay, ready?
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now.
Red, yellow. Hut.
Play fake. It's Love. Taken in by Dobbs. Escapes a defender. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
That's good. Packers, first down.
Hut.
Love looking to pass. This finds Dobbs. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Options are open here. It's second and inches.
Hut.
Love out of the shotgun. Throw caught at the 6. Touchdown Green Bay. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this...
Pressure off left, and it's blocked. Wow, nearly the unthinkable. He almost turned the block into 2 points, but they caught up to him at the very last second for the tackle. Has this at the 6. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. And we'll see if they go right back to the passing game here, coming off an interception they threw in enemy territory. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Howell back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Everybody rushing back to the line. They kick the running back in motion. Here's second and 11. Brought in by Ayuk. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Eric Stokes getting there for the stop. Throwing on third, Howell. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That one intended for Brandon Ayuk. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. To throw again, it's Howell. Complete to Pearsall. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. They need a lot here, but still going for it on 4th and 15. Howell throwing for it. He's throwing deep to the left side. He's got it deep downfield. And he will get the first as they touch him down. New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, Howell. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Howell resetting things quickly. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. To throw, Howell. Completed here to McCaffrey. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
This ball's caught by McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Howell now on 3rd and goal. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers making the scoreboard look a touch better. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. Now the 49ers deciding to keep the offense on the field. They're going for 2. He's throwing for it. And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails.
That is a gold star effort by the defense. First and foremost, you got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, that's a win-win.
And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. This offense running out for a new series, led by their running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Check pink.
They stick with Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Hut, switch, yellow, set.
On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Ready.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Hut, go.
Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out.
Ball start, offense.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time.
Set, hut. Opposite, 3, set, go.
Running it after the penalty. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's good. For a Packers, 1st down.
Ready?
Running left with Lloyd. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd
Black
and
one.
7.
Ready.
At the 45.
Handoff here to Jacobs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
Down.
And the 49ers in a nickel set. 3rd down coming.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Set, go.
Shotgun now for Love. Complete to Tremble. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Another Green Bay Packer.
Set, hut.
Takes the handoff, now Love. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 17 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go, set. Yellow, lining.
They run it with Jacobs. And they'll stop him after a short pickup to the 24. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense.
Blue, check. Check white.
Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And he gets this forward to the 19. And following the play, we've got a break in the action as the trainers head out. They had a man hurt on the play, and hopefully this doesn't affect his availability for the playoffs. Groupie sends it through, and that extends the lead to 20.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Niners take over first and 10.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. At the shotgun, Howell. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Trying to push it deep downfield. That's complete inside the 35. It's a pickup of 39 yards. And that's a 49er first down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. It's incomplete. Risky throw to the sideline. They're lucky that defender didn't keep on going down the sideline there. It's going to be 2nd down. Working from the pistol, Howell. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Howell out of the shotgun. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down. Howell from the gun. He sends this one to the end zone. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. The Packers to a knee, letting the clock run out on this victory.
Okay, time for the defense to think about getting that ball back. And this is where you've got to conserve every second. Got to expect the timeout coming any moment now.
Ready.
Here's Jacobs. And he's brought down after a short gain. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout.
Okay.
That's all they had. So the offense free to start running the clock down now. He'll go to a knee to close this one out, Brock, and it's only fitting that he's holding the ball in the end after the absolutely tremendous game that he had. Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. He's got it at the 24. Space on the right. He's got room. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call.
Offside. Defense.
That's no way to end the game, right, Brock? Can't have an offensive penalty on the final play, so an untimed down coming up. So this is a Packers win. Well, tip of the cap, Brock. You cannot question that they brought some fight to the field, tried to throw their best punches, but we both know an opponent playing well, a road game, a hostile crowd getting after them, just too much to overcome.
If you can't get the win on the road, and listen, more than half the time you won't, a coach at least wants to see his guys keep fighting and scratching and clawing until the final whistle. I think they at least did that, but there's going to be plenty of other areas to work on when they get to the practice field this week.